Alright, here we are again. Yo, everybody. How is everyone today? Hey, Hurt Lockerback. It's been a while. Hey, Edic. You're early, yep. Yeah, you are early. The earliest you can be. Nobody else is earlier. Actually, I think I will make... So anyway, so we're back here today in this lovely little grotto area that I made. Thinking of making it like an apartment block again. Another one, I realize. But it'll be cool, you know. It fits. It works. Probably gonna make this just a teensy bit higher. There we go. And then where's my polished wall? We're just gonna jump right on into it. Hey, DI Key. Hey, Fazikas. I hope I said your name right, man. Is everybody alright today? And I'll probably make another little walkway that goes over to here. We'll be right there. Hello, hello. What am I working on today? Well, I am finishing up what I did the other day. What was it, Monday? I'm just giving more life to that place. 2, 3. Okay, good. Good, good, good. This is going to probably be an apartment block of some kind. Just put a little bit of light here and there. There we go. So that goes into a room. This goes into a room. Oh no. I'm over a block. I hate that. It means I gotta move everything. See now, we are... How many blocks off? 2? No. Oh man, imagine mining all this obsidian by hand just to move it. How painful would that be? Thankfully, I can just do that to fill in the gap, and then everything else is maintained. Alright, cool. And then I'll probably just there to there. Okay. So it either goes into another room, or it wraps around. That's very tight. I don't like that. I can get away with it here because of this opening. Well, I guess I could create balconies on the sides. That won't hurt anything. What's been going on in everybody's lives today? How am I doing? I'm doing great, Alpha. Had a pretty productive morning, I feel. Got to do laundry. Everybody's favorite thing to do. That's about it, really. I haven't done much. Worked on a thumbnail. Watched some videos, shit posted a tiny bit. Not too bad, all things considered. Okay, is this lined up like it should be? Yes, that's lined up. Perfect. I love that. Welcome back, Exotic Bunny. Welcome. You made it to a stream for a change. Nah, I'm kidding. I know you usually try to make it if you can. Working on a Squid Game World Painter map. Okay. Interesting. I look forward to seeing it, however it turns out. Oh, that's so satisfying. I love doing that. So is it going to be the world from Squid Game, or like the area they played it in? Obviously not the entire world, but you know, something similar. Why did I choose obsidian? It looks different. I'm so used to quartz everywhere. You know, having a little obsidian here or there breaks up the monotony. It's not the same as the same block all the time, everywhere, over and over and over. You know, there's some room for a darker mix, sort of. This kind of reminds me a tiny bit of like a steampunk, or not steampunk, a cyberpunk kind of map. A lot like Tron, in a way. Quartz is all well and good, but, you know, you can't use the same thing over and over forever and ever and expect it to have the same appeal. Eventually you get bored of it, you know? Like, you can't eat the same food or drink the same drink, and so on and so forth. Okay, got that nice and lined up. I'm gonna square out these corners too, because why not? It's looking pretty interesting so far. Maybe close this off up here just because it's. There's no reason to have it open. And I could use it as space for the room below it. Yeah, and it makes this area feel more segmented, more personal, I guess. So yeah. You missed the 69th stream. I'm sorry, Multicraft. It's how it is. Can't hit every stream. Don't feel bad. Skin settings, change your main hand. Yeah, that was introduced in 1.9. I've been doing the left-handed thing for a while now. I can't believe 1.9 was like 5 years ago. It just seems so whack. How time has flown. Okay, good. Like, I saw a video, somebody mentioned it, that it popped up in the recommendations, and it was Tristan and Clyde chasing me from that time period. And I just couldn't believe how I'd absolutely fucked up that encounter so badly. They didn't quite get to kill me. I logged out on them. But, you know, it was an old-fashioned encounter. And it was in the end, they were boat flying because they were the only people who could boat fly at the time. And I was elytra flying because I was the only person who could elytra fly at the time. And so we were kind of dogfighting each other, and I was not winning it as well as I'd hoped. But going back many, many years later and watching this encounter, and I'm just like, holy shit, why didn't I just crystal them? Because they were hovering over this giant obsidian pathway that somebody'd made in the end. I think it was part of like the end highways or whatever. And then there was the bedrock. All the bedrock on the ground. Just so much of it. And like, it was just so obvious. Like, just fall down onto the bedrock, insulate yourself with obsidian like that, and then just wait for one of them to get by, and they would have had no clue what I was doing, and then obviously switch to my chest plate. And then just wait for one of them to try and fuck me up, and then just blow them to bits, and then it would destroy their boat and everything. It would just ruin their day. And I just had no fucking clue. Nobody had invented crystalling yet. And I just couldn't believe it. It was just so obvious in hindsight. And I was just screaming at myself, no, crystal them! It's so obvious. It's so easy. They won't expect it. And they weren't wearing blast protection or anything, so they would have been super vulnerable to it. Because that was when for those of you who don't know, that was when the blast protection, that's when that became essential. You had to be wearing blast protection, especially at spawn. And that's when that change went into effect, because you were a god in 1.8 and earlier. You were invincible if you had full Prot 4 and God Apples. But now, you know, going forward, that's not the case at all. You are, even with God Apples, you are super vulnerable for... Oh, I made that too large. You're super vulnerable. Even with God Apples, like, you can just be crystalled in 2 hits, 3 hits, something like that. And that's just the end of you. Now, obviously, we have totems of undying now, but remember, this is 1.9. They didn't have totems. I remember elytra bugs being fatal if you landed wrong, because it would just kill you like that. And you had no recourse, because there were no totems of undying to act as a failsafe. So yeah, oh man, if only I could go back and redo it. Oh man, I'd fuck them up. It would have been so funny, because they were a menace. Tristan, Clyde, Jared, and Talo. They were a menace because they had the only working boat fly. It was in hack, I want to say. This is probably before Forge hacks. So there was no Forge hacks, I don't think. Not that it matters, because Frickin' was involved in their group, so he would have had access to it as well, but, you know, he wouldn't have. They don't share their toys, you know how it is. So yeah, that was a huge thing, and just to be able, because they were vulnerable, they were just sitting in a boat, and to crystal them to within an inch of their life, that would have been hilarious. Because nobody thought to bring crystals with them back then. Why do you use left hand? Because it back in the day in 1.9, when things were added, I didn't like how items would be in the offhand, which at that time was the left hand, and then blocks were in the main hand. I just didn't like that. And it got in the way, so I changed my tool and my regular block use to my left hand, which I felt like it didn't get in the way as much. Of course, your mileage may vary on that, but yeah. So yeah, that was my reasoning. Okay, now for these hallways here. Oh, that's right, I didn't, Damn it. Fucking stupid fingers. There we go. I keep getting impatient and using the wrong command. But anyway. So yeah. Do I agree that your favorite geopole stone cutters... I have no idea what you're talking about, man. Geopole stone cutters? What, from The Simpsons? Multicraft. Yeah, don't spam. Do you agree? I don't know. Let's see now. Do I get bored of building it? No. I do something different every day. Every time I fire up Minecraft and I mess with this. It's a different build every time. Huh? I mean, just look at the inside of this place. Like, it's nothing like it was. Oh. So yeah, it's a different building. No reason to worry. I guess it would get boring if I just made the same building over and over or something. Obviously, I wouldn't do that. But yeah, it's you know, every day's an adventure. Every day is something new. There we go. So don't worry about old Jack. Old Jack knows what he's doing. Geopole is a server of the Earth. Okay. That's cool, I guess. Is it several kilometers large? Because if it is, I think I've seen it. Or I've heard of it. One of the two. Do I play other games? Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Just check out... Oh shit. Wrong place. Yeah, just check out my the rest of my channel. Like, I've got all sorts of puzzle games, shooters. Like, I do plenty of other things. I mean, I still eat, sleep, and breathe Minecraft, but that's kind of always been the way it has been for me. And then I'll take a break every now and then, or get a craving to do something else, and then I do it. Here we go. A game I intend to play at some point in the future when I don't know, when I get done with like Metroid Dread and a few other things, will probably be, it's an art simulator. It's really cool. It's called Art Genius Simulator. I saw that I don't know, about a week ago, and it looks really good, and I want to try that shit. Painting like actual paintings in a simulator, Bob Ross style. Like, that's something I really look forward to doing when I get around to it. Actually, what am I doing? I can just copy and... replicate the top. Yeah, that'll work. Do I play 2B2T? Nah, I stopped, man. I haven't played 2B2T in a while. Over a year. I don't really intend to go back, so, you know. It's just not fun. It's not cool like it used to be. It's lost its spark, I'm not gonna lie. It's really a shame. 2B2T had so much going for it, and it just kind of has only been allowed to stagnate due to the incompetence of the owners, whoever they are. Copy. But oh well, that's not really my problem. There we go. Okay. Well, apart from this section, I don't really see anything that couldn't be pasted. Might need to put a staircase in where appropriate, but it could work. Okay. Yeah. This is what each slice looks like, and so I just copy paste this a bunch and connect every room, and there you go. Oh, I think that's the right one. Generally, with small-scale things like this, when you're trying to find a corner, you can eyeball it, and that's good enough. There we go. Now I just need a good frame of reference. Perfect. So each and every or no, we'll need to include the air for this. Okay, so it's not going to overwrite some of these sections, but I think it works. I'll have to paste in every lower section. Fuck. I'll have to paste in every intersection like this and figure out how to make the stairs behave from there. Alright, cool. Let me do the same here. This time I'm going to ignore the air because I think that would overwrite structures nearby. Don't want to do that. Cool. Oh wow, this one's like perfect. Alright. Oh yeah, and then I gotta put all the, make the sides flush. Huh? There we go. There we have it, a fresh room right on the ground floor. You can look up and see the city. It'll probably get a little bit more crowded in this area down here because there's just nothing on the floor itself, really. But, you know, little fun structures like that fountain, I'll probably make a different variation of it. There's the fountain I made in the short last night, for those of you who saw that. And yeah, hello Slava Sezin, how are you? And we used a 1:750 scale map. Wow. Factions plugin. Okay, that explains it. So that's the route you guys went, huh? I'm not a huge factions lover. I've really never had a positive factions experience, I hate to say. It's a very shitty game mode or play style. I don't know. Never been a fan of it. Too much stupidity and bullshit can happen. Just one of those things. Oh, that's right. I've got to add here. Hopefully they didn't screw anything up. Okay, so it, Ooh. Ooh, I kind of like that. It almost looks like it's anchoring it. There's a lot more left to do, I'd say. Oh shit. I'm just so used to my last command being what I was last using. That up arrow is a double-edged sword if ever there was one. So yeah. Cool stuff. Who's your favorite 2B2T YouTuber? I guess Herm. Just because he's so crazy with what he says and does. He didn't take himself too seriously. Like I do. I take myself too seriously sometimes. Well, more than sometimes. But yeah. Sad about 2B2T dying, I know. I know. It's sad because it was so preventable. It's the sort of thing that didn't have to happen. And that sort of thing just makes people, you know, fills you with a sort of melancholy you can't quite shake. Oh. Makes it a lot harder to want to go back to it or to try. Yeah, just something unfortunate. Fuck. Once again, I was expecting it to be set obsidian. I kind of wish I could get voice commands to work with it. I just type it like that, and then I'd open the chat button, and then I'd say set obsidian. Something like that. That would be cool. Voice commands for world edit. I'm sure you'd have to like code a, I don't know, something. It wouldn't be that straightforward. It would probably be a lot of hard work to make something like that work. But God, that would be so cool. Uh-oh. Right here. Don't need those protruding out. Thought this started at 3. Yeah, I started the stream Monday at 3. That was a special circumstance. But I might start, you know, changing it in the future. Just because, like, everybody's expectations are right now still at 1 because it's on my schedule. But maybe starting next week or the week after. I've not made up my schedule for the next week. But maybe from there I will change it. We'll see. Oh dear, I screwed it all up everywhere, and so now the same mistake is going to be repeated. Oh well. It's just a matter of correcting. Fuck it. Let's just go in spectator, it's easier that way. I can see any parts I've not doctored appropriately. Oh. Right here. Now, as for the actual internal decorations, I'm not sure if I'm going to put a whole lot in these. These apartments might be more open-ended in that it's more of a, you know, like the other apartment block was a more luxury kind of apartment block. This may be more of an open, empty floor plan. And so you just kind of put your own stuff wherever. And then maybe I'll let some people, I'll leave it open to where, like, you can decorate the map. Or you can decorate something how you wish. Something like that. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Bet you didn't know you could crawl under things like that. Oh, shit. There we go. Good. How did I come up with the idea to build this city? Oh boy, that's a story. Whew. So, many moons ago, we're talking like 2012, I had a friend on this server called Casual Comfy Guys. He was the moderator there, and that was that faction server that I didn't particularly like. I liked it initially before it was factions. It was very much a 2B2T clone, kind of, at the time. And then a bunch of people got power who really shouldn't have. And it, went to their heads. But before that, this friend of mine, in an effort to kind of knock some of these people down a peg, we started up a faction. And I had the brilliant idea of hiding out in the depths of the end. Because at that time there was only the main island and, you know, nothing else would generate. So I thought if we like used his mod powers, because he had creative mode and he had fucking world edit, and so he made a bridge way out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. There's just nothing, empty void. We were at like 10 kilometers out or something, and we imported an Enderman grinder from a schematic. And I thought, you know, well, we can do anything out here. Like, nobody will come and mess with us. And he's like, yeah, dude, you could build an entire city out here and nobody would know. And so ever since he said that line to me, it stuck with me. And I was just like, whoa, he might have a point. I'm gonna have to try that. And the opportunity just really never came up. Until one day it did. And then the end gateways were added, so I thought, well, that's a really easy way to jump back to spawn. The end gateways are those teleportation blocks. They're, I'll go show them here in a second. Let me make sure everything is symmetrical as it should be. Balanced. As all things should be. Okay. Looks like I fixed the appropriate imperfections. Alright, cool. So now then, the end gateway. This has been long enough now that some people may not know. Oh, the Bank Hotel from Ocean's 13. Ooh. Kinda. I mean, I didn't design it with that in mind, but hey, if it looks like something. Anyway, so I wanted to design the base around this teleporter back to spawn deal. It's called an end gateway. And so I thought, well, if I'm going to build this base around it, you know, it better be this amazing, intricate, cool, you know, a city. And I thought, okay, yeah, that's an idea. So I started building it. And I haven't stopped, pretty much. Just one of those things. And I wonder how that mod friend of mine would react. If only he knew. I'm going to close out this corner here. And then redraw the staircase, because as cool as the spiral staircase is, I don't think it's practical for this place. I really wanted it to be. But I think it's actually probably better for it to be a diagonal staircase that's just as is. Whoops. Because the spiral just doesn't meet up appropriately. It's very unfortunate, but oh well. I might even need to make it regular stairs, depending on how steep it is. So yeah, that guy, his message really stuck with me, and the first time I tried to carry it out, the end got shut down on 2B2T. It got completely erased as I began making a city. And this was again in 2012. And then the end gets shut down. And that was a big ripperino. Everything I worked on, although I didn't really get very far, I didn't really do very much, I didn't have a whole lot of resources. I didn't get to dupe anything prior to that. But I was living secretly out in the end in mid-2012. So I was able to, you know, get a bit of a foothold, and then Housemaster shut down the end, and that was the end of it. No pun intended. And then everybody just kept wanting to make an end base. They kept talking about the end when it was shut down, and then people began to demand Housemaster reopen the end. And so about a year later, he caved and did just that. But the problem is, it was so popular, everybody wanted to, everybody wanted to make an end base. Can't much blame them. Of course they wanted to. That was a draw. That was a big thing. Like, I don't know if people had the idea that I did to make Space Valk or anything like that, but you can't really blame them for wanting to make an end base at some point. A really well hidden end base is like a gem, like finding a ruby in the sand. Like, you're never going to get that lucky and find something like that twice. So yeah, that was the story of Space Valk 3 and how all of this came to be. Shit, that's not steep enough. I was afraid of that. Let's try good old regular stairs. Regular ass stairs. Help me. Save me from myself. I mean, I don't hate stairs. Regular stairs. They just get a little repetitious. Flat curving stairs or less steep curving stairs can be prettier to look at. But oh well, what can you do? C'est la vie. Hope I'm not making you mad, Super Jean. Not. Gosh. Hey, Novi. Now make one like it, although it did make you think of it because it was spiral. Oh, yeah. I mean, I wanted the spiral staircase to work out, but due to the spacing of the levels, it just isn't. Just isn't going to work. And this may be too steep. Fuck. It is. Yeah, because see, this is going to go up and meet, like, right here. Instead of meeting from edge to edge. Oh, that's annoying. What if... Best of both worlds. So that's what, 5? What if I merge the idea? What if I merge their dimensions? That actually might just work. I don't know. I hope it's not too steep. What initially drove my mod friend on Casual Comfy Guys to do all of that for me was I made a sky fortress of some kind out of stone brick. And he was really impressed by it, so he started using it and copying and pasting it using World Edit. That was like the first time somebody really noticed something that I made. Shit. This may not work out either. And so, he was a cool guy. He was all too happy to make something cool with me. We should have pasted that Sky Fortress out in the end back in 2012, because that would have literally been the first Space Valkyria. Accidental Space Valkyria. That would have been... We wouldn't have called it that, and it wouldn't have come to be known by that name, but it would have been cool to, history repeats itself, that sort of thing. Because that's definitely a history repeats itself kind of thing. History most certainly repeats itself. Okay. So this is not going to work either. But I do have an idea for what might. So I do it this way. And same thing here. Or wait. No, that's hitting the edge. You gotta have the proportions the same size, the same distance, the same everything on both sides. Otherwise, this won't work. So that's what, 3, 3. Okay. And so I just get them to common ground and make them meet up. Two stairs in a slab pattern. That might also work, but I'm feeling this will probably just be just as good. There, right here. Common ground, same level. And this one encroaches on this. This one ends. That'll work. So then I just meet them up like so. Stick a sea lantern in the middle to sort of keep it. Well, actually, to preserve the symmetry, I actually can. Whoa, 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 whoa. Undo. Just move it one. And then just knock this out. And there we go. I could do it like that. And in all honesty, that's not a terrible attempt. Now, does this conflict? No, it doesn't conflict. Okay. You can go up and down the stairs without hitting your head on this. That works. Cool. Okay. The only annoyance... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. There's going to be a little bit of asymmetry, but oh well. Alright, cool. Oh, rotate -90. And then I just twist it down like that. Rip spiral staircase. Very sad. Press F. Pay respect for what was once a beautiful, beautiful spiral staircase. Now no more. Torn down in the prime of your life. Taken from us too early. There we go. All right, cool. Can we have a tour once this is completed? Of course. I should probably do that every 2 or 3 episodes, just as like a norm. The normal thing to do, basically. Okay. Flip, paste. Oh shit. It's eating into this. I don't like that. Oh! And then for this... Yeah, it's definitely copying things where I don't want it. Okay, that's getting there. Now the only problem becomes... maybe I can make it a spiral here. I can do the spiral staircase thing here. Just inside... inside this. And have it spiral down from there. Because that seems to work. Oh, and there's a lot to polish up down here. So I can at least keep the idea of the spiral staircase alive. Okay, and then you can access all 4 levels pretty easily. Okay. And then there's this obsidian here. Probably needs to connect up. That one connects up. And make that connect up. There we go. Sort of give the glass just a tiny bit more structure. And then that should also... yeah, that should reinforce this. Oh, it doesn't go down into the floor. I'm shocked. I thought for sure it would. Okay. This one did. Yep, I knew it. I knew it would go straight through. However, the disc is thin enough here that it just goes Pops right out. We'll just take it to the car wash. It'll buff out. I'll just take the disc to the car wash. It's fine. No other bits. Oh, yep. One other bit of obsidian that just incidentally shouldn't be exposed. Oh no! Axolotls! Don't let them out! Oh man, I wouldn't want to doom one of those poor things to the void. I forgot how majestic it looks under here. Okay. Going good. I'll get to spiral staircase in a moment. Let me clean up where my pasting was just a tiny bit... shit. Just a tiny bit too sloppy. The only part I don't like is how the stairs here meet up. I could shave that off, but then this wouldn't be a 5x5 with a sea lantern smack in the middle. That would ruin the look, no matter what. But, oh well. What can you do? Let's make sure everything is mostly in place. Wait, am I making... yeah, I'm making these a little bit uneven. No, that's still one block too many. Okay, I gotta decide on a standard. 3 blocks from the block, or from the top of the walls. That shall be the standard. 2, 3. Cool. Okay. All right. Making everything symmetrical is so satisfying. Your precious spiral staircase? No, it'll be preserved in the center. But yes, your precious spiral staircase is melting. Melting! Melting! Nice Wizard of Oz reference. I don't know that I would have gotten that. Three, 1, 2. Did I ever go to the world border? Nah, I never bothered. It just wasn't worth it. What was there to see? What, an old sign by Pyro and Tristan? A shiny impassable barrier that'll kill you if you go too far beyond it, like, so what? None of that was valuable or cool or interesting to me. So I just never bothered. Okay, cool. So the top is unified now. I think it would be just easier to erase the whole thing and just start over. Oh wait, is that going to affect outside? I wouldn't want it to. Could very well. Oh hey, El Cayman. Oh, I knew it. It did erase one. It's a little better. Still is a little too indiscriminate. There we go. Get rid of all the botched quartz. Okay. This will just get overwritten by the staircase when I put the new one in. So it'll go from there to there, I think. Actually, let's see where the spiral staircase lands. Oh no, that was... That was in the wrong place. Oh, Dizam. Okay. I didn't go any farther than there. Which means I messed the placement up for all of these. There we go. And there we go. Got rid of all the spiral staircase. Nothing left over. No remnants. Rip in peace. Okay, I'll worry about the outside in a sec. So, from here to here, I think we'll be going, what, 5? Yeah, because that matches up. Oh god, my cat, not again. Had to let her into my room and make her happy. Otherwise, I'll never hear the end of it. Kitty, kitty. Hush. Okay. Now then. Four. Well, it still kind of takes a bit of a 90-ish degree turn, but it works. It's what will fit in the area. The predefined area. Cats are the best. Yep, you're not wrong, Anawal. What's her name? Her name is Ellie. And she is a siren. And by that I mean she will wail and yell and meow as loud as possible to get her way. And you'd better damn well do what she wants, otherwise she will not let you hear the end of it. To the point where she can appear on mic behind a door outside my room. Here we go. That's a little better. Now I guess I just can copy and paste this. Should be able to. I'll just move here. Over here. I'll just paste this here. It's an attention one. But you're not wrong, Jean. You're not wrong. Okay, I don't want this top portion getting mixed in. This, the glass and the obsidian here are where it should technically meet up. Okay, good. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Making the same mistake again. Oh, wait. That's a half slab. Is this a half slab? Okay, so it's taken from basically standing right here. Oh. So I should be able to just twist it 90. And then from here, paste without air, that completes it. All right. And then again, I should be able to just twist it 90. Paste without air, and it completes it. Okay. Yeah, that's where I got the obsidian wrong, so that makes sense. That lines up. And then in this way, I can just pave it downward as I go. That should do it. And how long did it take? 今まで3年ぐらい勉強しました。And then it has taken... I've been doing this for a good 5 years, almost. I've been building on this place since January of 2017. So in the new year, it will be 5 years. I can't believe I've been working on this place that long. But I have. Thank you for the question, DI Key. Very good question. Much question. Very, Nihongo. One, two, three. Okay, and then I'll just repeat the same stair pattern going that way. Connect everything up. Oh wow. Is this the pattern continuation? Holy crap, it is. Wow. If I'd done it like I'd, done this section, then this would have been the next section. So we jump down, and that's the next section down. Huh. Funny how that comes out. Yeah, I do kind of know about Adal. I don't like him. Because he basically made it impossible for me to finish this on 2B2T. Among other things. He didn't do me any favors. Okay. He tried to, play it off as though everything was good, but no, he very much sold me out. Your poster boy Adal is not as nice as you seem to think he is. He streamed at my base when I asked him not to. He tried to sell the coordinates on the Reddit. He released a video about 2 months after he visited, and basically drew a lot of attention to something that I didn't want him drawing attention to, and he just generally didn't. He ignored my wishes. After he said he was such a big fan, you know, ignore someone's wishes like that. Like, you can't be that big of a fan. I appreciate that he enjoyed what I did, but, you know, don't be an asshole about it. But oh well, it ended up being something of a blessing in disguise anyway, because I not only couldn't have likely finished on 2B2T, it would have taken so many years. And I just don't think I would have. I don't think that would have been viable, you know? Oh wait, no, that's going to overwrite all the glass if I do that. I'm better off beating it by hand. Like your children, they're better off being beaten by hand. Most things are better off being beaten by hand. You can't delegate the important task of beating things to an automation or to a person that isn't you. Here we go. Okay. Let me do this layer next. Okay, that was strange. OBS suddenly disconnected for no reason. Is this thing behaving? Yeah, it seems to be. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. It just went belly up on me for some reason. Very strange. Everything's fine now, though. Yeah, OBS just disconnected out of nowhere. I wonder if that was an internet issue or what. God, I hope that doesn't keep happening. Nothing scares me quite like having a sudden internet outage. That used to just be an annoyance, but now it's like I'm fucking paranoid. But yeah, you're right, Super Jean Not. I would never have started streaming otherwise, so I don't know. But it worked out, you know. Okay. That's all in its proper place. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, yeah, the outer thing. I was gonna see where I'd messed up. Slabs. Should be fine. Nope, not fine. Let me make sure I've got the obsidian everywhere it should be. Okay. Cool. I love that you can see out through a little hole in the entire building. Don't worry, that lag was temporary, I promise. There we go. It's all getting put in place. Okay. Oh. Noticed a gap. Oh, another gap. I'm only okay. I wouldn't really say it's good. I mean, you'd be okay at it if you studied for 3 years too, so it's, you know, it's whatever. No, there are still far too many people who can run rings around me. I ain't good yet. Getting good requires like 7 or 8 years of like continuous study and then an immersion period for like a year or something crazy. That's when you start to really pick up skill in a foreign language. But I don't have the money to go out to a foreign country and spend a year or whatever. I probably wouldn't be able to stream if I did that, and then just like general life stuff, you know, I just wouldn't be able to break up everything and go study abroad just 'cause, you know. I'll be alright. I don't really want to either, that's the thing. Like, I'm too much of a homebody. I like staying at home and fucking around on the internet. That cursed internet. I couldn't stand being in a foreign country knowing almost nobody and having like no real, I don't know. Having no major contact with people that I know, just that wouldn't be fun for me. Oh. Punch through that. They said you need to practice something for 10,000 hours to be considered a pro. I guess, but then that's a generalization, and individual power and individual ability is always going to be different from a generalization, so maybe. But then what if it takes me 10,200? Like, I don't know. It could. Or it could take me slightly less time than that, but maybe only marginally less. Who knows? I'm not worried about it. As long as I can read it and speak it decently, I'm alright with that. And then I'll just gradually build up strength and skill in the language until, I don't know. I'm not in a hurry. But apparently I have Japanese fans, so I don't know. Mostly because 2B2T blew up in Japan during the pandemic. And so everybody started like taking Fitz videos and Sal's videos and things like that and translating them. Because the Minecraft community in Japan is pretty crazy, as it turns out. So yeah, that's why that's become a thing, by the way. And no, I'm not going to France, Super Jean-Not. I love you, man, but I ain't going to France. I ain't learning no French. I'm too American to learn French. Space Valk 3 Game Boy. Well, that would be cool, but at the same time, I'm not learning French. Okay, this level turned out pretty good. On to the next one. It's tough being abroad. You've only spent one summer in the States, and man, you missed everybody. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And while I don't doubt that it is a powerful studying and learning tool, you know, the immersion approach, I just don't care to do it. So what can you do? I will be fine no matter what anyway. Let me make sure I lined up the lights appropriately. Oh. One short. There we go. Okay, so this bottommost level, other than a few parts, is pretty well assembled. Oh, that's right. This is where I punched through the floor a bunch. I never fixed it. I like that it's a simple, you know, jump up to the next layer. That's true. I don't need to learn French to go to France. You're not wrong. But, I mean, would you go to France, your own home country, and not know any French? Is that something that would, you know, that you would think of as fine? Like, you've lived there your whole life, so you know full and well how valuable the language is, even if there are lots of people who speak English. So what? You'd still be missing out on something. So I don't know. Oh shit. Undo. Set air. Oh, I made that too large. Everyone barely speaks English except for the elders and the children. Uh-huh. Well, you went to Italy without speaking Italian. Yeah, but like I said, how much did you miss out on? Like, you don't know. You didn't speak it. And so I just feel like it's a wise idea to have the language. You can't connect with people in the same way. Yeah, probably. It's a work in progress, you know. It's just, you just do what you can. It's really about the extent of it. If the floor is made out of floor, but is also made out of ceiling, then which one is it? Is it the floor or is it the ceiling? Or is it both? The floor is both made out of floor and ceiling. Ooh. Talk about a mindfuck. Right, second level done. Oh, shit. I missed a wall here. And I missed a wall here. Gotta go. Oh, okay, you take care, DI-Key. Also, did you translate that through like Google Translate? The question you asked earlier? Just out of curiosity. It wasn't bad or anything. I guess we'll never know. He must have shipped off without saying. Ah, well. Perfect. There's a specific stream on YouTube and not any other platform. I understand YouTube better, pretty much. I don't care to get involved with Twitch. And what happened yesterday is just vindication or validation, whichever you care to call it. And for those of you who don't know what happened on Twitch, their shit got leaked. I'm talking everything. Twitch was breached like you wouldn't believe. Oh, you're back? Well, welcome back, DI-Key. I didn't expect you to be back so soon. But yes, Twitch had a huge security breach that got leaked either yesterday or the day before. And that was just... I was so glad I didn't fuck with them. Because I considered it. I considered starting streaming on Twitch. Obviously, since that's, you know, another fairly prominent platform and stuff. But, like... I didn't like their layout. I didn't like how clunky it looked. And I was just like, you know... I would be starting over from scratch, getting people to come to Twitch as opposed to YouTube. And yeah, I could stream on both, sure. But getting people to favor one over the other is just like... I don't know. I feel like it's better for you to start out and stick to one or the other. You tend to find more success there. But also now that this Twitch thing has happened with them being breached, fuck that. I don't want anything to do with them. That just... I feel so bad for anybody who got caught unaware because of all that. And see, I guarantee you, I don't have proof for this, but this is just a gut instinct, because I've seen things get leaked before. I guarantee you, Twitch probably knew about this leak well enough in advance that they probably kept it, you know, a little hush-hush. A little bit too long. So who the hell knows? Oh, my voice is good. Well, thank you, Tiago. People seem to like my voice, so, you know. I'm the Bob Ross of Minecraft and all that, I guess. It's just what people say. Don't take that at face value. Okay. One final layer left. but yeah. I'm just waiting for there to be a PayPal or a YouTube breach. I know it's coming. I don't know when, but I know like one day it'll happen. That's gonna be a terrible day. But like, just settle in, because, you know, every major site just about is gonna get breached at one point or another. But what makes it especially bad for the Twitch breach was that it was all posted on 4chan. So not only was there like insider actions or activities, but like they put it in the worst possible place you would want your personal info to be. So that wasn't like a vulnerability, I don't think, although I guess we don't know the exact nature of it. But oof, that's a powder keg. There we go. Oh, and you're not Japanese. You're my girlfriend. It's so I learned some. Okay. Well, I learned it because I like to watch anime and read manga and shit. And there's a plethora of untranslated media out there that you'll just never... It will never see the light of day in America or in an English language of some kind. And as a result, like, if you don't know the native language, you're just never gonna... You're never going to see it, you're never going to hear about it, you're never going to get the chance to read it or watch it or whatever. So yeah. Do I know the area of the build? What do you mean, the area? Like, the entire disk city? I think a lot of people watch anime. Well, a lot of people seem to also hate anime, which is kind of bizarre. But, you know, it's whatever. But yeah, the amount of stuff you can do if you know Japanese is surprisingly large. And, the amount of old games from the 80s and 90s that you can play that never came over to America. There are just so many of those that I would love to be able to just enjoy. Just not really into that. Yeah, I don't blame you. Learned a bit of Japanese to play some Monster Hunter that didn't make it into America. Yeah. Yeah, that's how it begins sometimes. Final Fantasy VII Remake for NES. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Yes, that looks so cool. I forget when that came out, but it's been a while. I remember seeing, I want to say it was a trailer video or something for that. And it was so cool because it was like Final Fantasy 3 or Final Fantasy 2. But it was obviously Final Fantasy 7, character setting, you know, all of that. Remakes can be so interesting when done right. Okay. I got every layer done. Got all the relevant bits, too. Oh, one last thing. put in the staircase. Ooh. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Well, it's easy enough to fix at least. I don't like how all the water drips. Does it drip if I slab it off? I've wanted to do this for a while, but I've just never really bothered. Oh, it doesn't drip. I mean, it only drips when you get so close to it. Like, it stops dripping from, like, here. Since it's only particles that are rendering. But still. I might slab everything off at some point, just like that, to keep it from dripping. I don't know. But since it's always been so big... Oh, shit. I'm inside the thing. I didn't want to do that. Fuck it. Ghost mode. Okay, cool. Now to put in an entrance. Somewhere. Alright, that wraps that up. Actually, I may just get rid of the blue glass on this layer. Oh. Right here. Pause 1. Pause 2. That should get rid of that. Yes. And then maybe... should I do it here or maybe somewhere else? Oh. Oh, okay. That's not too bad. Do I want the entrances to be here, though? Or maybe more over here. Oh, hey, Free. It's been a while since I saw you. Now, I think I'll have the entrances be here. Because why not? Oh, hey, Mesopithecus. Why are you retracting your messages? What you been doing, boy? Oh, hey, Free, you came in late? Well, this is an apartment complex. You will be able to live here, basically. Pretty nice place, I'd say. Okay, so that's this entrance. And there we go. So the actual shell is pretty well complete. Now, I'm not sure whether I want to make any furniture of any kind, or maybe just, like I said, just it's not a prefab type of house where there, all the stuff is included. Or apartment, not house. So like it's just an empty floor plan and then you put your furniture where you like. That could be fun. And then we've got an upper room here for reasons. Love watching you stream this, really cool. Okay, well thank you, Evan. Thank you, Evan Barron. You're a cool guy for coming out. Okay. So the actual footprint of this is not that big. Okay, so that gives you access to an upper room in every unit. How would this look if I sort of slightly closed everything off? I like that. That works. How would it look with deep slate? Is there even a good deep slate? Shockingly, that doesn't look too bad with obsidian. That's a little too, what is this, tiles? Yeah, that's a little too bricky. But the regular old polished deep slate works. I like that. Now I'll just stick to the deep slate for exclusively the doorways. I like that. Polished deep slate actually ended up being a pretty snazzy block. What's something I was otherwise kind of quick to dismiss back when they first showed it off. Because I was like, well, we've already got polished blackstone. Like, what does deep slate bring to the table that makes me care? You know? And in all honesty, it's subtle, but it's its own thing. And that's okay. Haha. Ah. The upper room. Blackstone is good. I love Blackstone. Blackstone is so good because it's not only a dark colored block that has a stair slab and wall variant, but it also stands completely on its own. You don't need to put anything else with it. You can if you want. As evidenced in my Skyblock world. It goes great with other things. It's just that it's so good it can stand all by its own. And very few other blocks can do that. Quartz is, of course, one of them. So is stone brick. Quartz, stone brick, and the various wood species. And that's about it. Like, most things cannot stand on their own. They need something else to really kind of make it look good. But I'll give Mojang props. They didn't fuck it up with that. And that, I think, maybe when I get to building in my hardcore world, I'm going to choose deep slate as one of the things I use. So maybe that will change my opinion on deep slate entirely. Maybe it's just one of those things that'll need to grow on me. Oh, shit. Undo. Rotato 90. Fuck. Work with me, you stupid fingers. There we go. Oh, shit. Oh, that's right, I'm going backwards. So I need to rotate it negative 90. Getting that negative positive, you know, what way are you going, counterclockwise or clockwise? And like getting that right in Minecraft's perspective from Minecraft's perspective is so confusing. It makes sense once you finally figure out the system by which it works. But until you do, you will be pasting and ruining things without meaning to. So easy to do it. There we go. Slate gray, yes it is. And in all honesty, slate gray is not a bad color. All the grays really kind of work on their own for what they are. And you don't really have a whole lot of guesswork with gray tones. Strong neutral colors can always kind of just exist. That's fine, but... Okay. Negative 90, paste. Oh, shit. Where'd it go? I got it right this time. I'm so bad when it comes to like making things just fit. I guess that's because I try to sort of wing it a lot of the time. Bad habit, I guess. There we go. And then rotate it again. Aha. It's when I go down the stairs that I get confused as to what direction I'm rotating in. Bingo. Go to sleep because tomorrow you have school. Okay, well, you take care, DI key. Okay. So if I rotate it, it should be in that configuration, and so nothing changes. Cool. So I'm just going to start here, just to keep me on track. Perfect. Rotate. Perfect. There we are. Perfect. The entire first layer is finished. I'll round it out with an obsidian ring just to make it all make some sense. I don't want this glass just supported from nothing. I do kind of want it. I don't want it hanging out in space unsupported. You know. Just like this is fun. All right. Now, did I get it all correct? Okay. All right. Now I have to do the upper layer, but that won't be too bad. It's beautiful, isn't it? Do I have a beard? I've got a goatee. And yeah, I guess I'll do that tour now. I feel like I've done enough on this for today. This is the city as it stands currently, pretty much. Everything you can see before you is pretty well everything that I've done. Back up the render distance a tiny bit. Let it all come into view. So it's almost been 1 year since I started streaming this. It's grown a lot in just almost a year. Little bits and bobs, little things here and there. Come on, render in. This is the part where my frame rate takes a nosedive. But yeah, I'd say it's all really coming out. It looks really amazing from the outside, doesn't it? I like it. Oh, you can see the axolotls swimming under the disc. That's so cool. Those are all named axolotls from various people. Various people who have been here. So yeah, this is most of the city right here, what you can see in front of you. Everything behind me is pretty well empty space, except... So like, the city that I've built on starts like right here, and then sweeps around, and kind of ends about right here. This is where I've stopped working. So I'm almost halfway done with the city. Almost. It's probably better to say 40%, but like, because there's so much empty space in the backs here that you can't really see too well. But because it's empty, you know, I gotta put something there. Can't just leave it empty. There's lots of cool shit that I can still do, and should still do. Like these little topiary, whatchamacallits. These little topiary things right here are wonderful. I need to put more of them. And then I built that little fountain down there in my short last night. And I built it with the express purpose of copying and pasting it a bunch of times and just filling out the empty spaces to make it feel more lived in. And yeah, stuff like that. Duke of Wellington is your axolotl. I think so. I think it was Super Jean. I don't remember. Probably. See the conduit towers and how they work. Sure. They weren't anything too fancy. They just looked cool. Conduit towers are, of course, they're also a repetitious building. Okay, let me shrink the render distance. It was cool for a time, but like, yeah. Anyway, so the conduit towers just all look like this, pretty much. Internally, they're just this. They're just a solid shell of prismarine with a, you know, conduit inside doing its job, and then it has a water connection down into the disc itself, so you could theoretically swim up in there, but you don't need to have it be connected. The way conduits work is that they emit an aura that's completely invisible, and if you happen to be in water, no matter where you are, so set block water. So if you're in water, no matter how far away you are, as long as you're within range, there's no water connecting this to anything. As long as you're here, you'll get conduit power. Train 40 blocks. And yeah, that'll do it. Man, there's just so much. Oh man, and it's the vegetable farm over there that's really lagging me. Ooh. Didn't they have beacons too? I have beacons scattered about here and there. Just lone beacons by themselves. The conduit towers cannot have a beacon running through it. It wouldn't have have skylight access. Beacons need skylight, as you know. So yeah. Come to think of it, I shut off the beacon over here because it was interfering with my filming of the short. It kept giving me, as I would do separate things, I'd walk out of render distance, I would lose the powers, and then it would give me, you know, potion effects over and over. It just was annoying. So I've got to copy and paste this in various places to make it look more filled in. I really like these, they're like minecart tunnel holder things. That thing turned out pretty cool. Although actually, I might shrink this down. Just because it doesn't need to be so tall if it's already on same level. There we go, that looks a little better. Oh, damn it. There we go. So yeah, the city is gonna flourish. It's gonna have all sorts of cool shit in it, just like that. Oh, I can't wait. I should probably build more buildings of solid obsidian, just to stand out from the rest of the stark white with obsidian hintings, colorings. So yeah. Well, I think I'm going to end it here for today. Thank you all so much for coming out. Y'all have a good one. Take care. Have a safe day. Bye.